I am a fan of Golden Hoops.
Got to think Paul George has to get a touch at some point, and he does. The three ball quickly, got it, and one! By George! Paul on the job!
Shot. It ends up being Thunderball anyway, and a breakaway for George, and a stop!
How about that overtime game? 3 minutes left, down 2 and you.
Well, it's easy to underappreciate the career of Will Chamberlain. It's not hard to appreciate Paul George as Westbrook has.
Here's George, puts it on the floor, gets past two guys, stuffs it on the freak! Bledsoe buries him!
George with 5. George drives over Gobert. It's good with 8/10 of an aid. Timeout Utah.
And that's why you don't call a foul right now. Excuse me, not a foul, but a timeout right there. You have your best player on the floor right now with the basketball.
The line right, lost it, trying to split the double team. And Paul George. 1.8.
On the 24, George. Count it, and the foul. Chance for a 4-point play.
Wins for the Blazers, but leading going into the fourth quarter. As George slips his way and throws it down.
The young fans, you know, they need to see some of the names on that list. Paul Malone, terrific.
Detroit Pistons. He's now 5 for 6 from three-point land. George. West. He got the call. He was able to gather him.
Trailing 3, Dennis Schroeder. Just it all. Offensive rebound by George. Did not hit the rim. Clock continues to tick, and George pulls the trigger and gets it to go.
Good at what they do, and you're no longer taking the lead by surprise.
Paul George taking it to the rim. Westbrook leads the NBA in assists. Harden is 5th in the NBA as George, count it, and the foul. Went hard to the basket.
11 out of the last 12 games. George, the hesitation, takes the block. Steals. 10-point Thunder lead. George knifing down the lane. Oh, the nifty move on the left hand. And it continues.
Timer at 5. Against Brogdon, puts it up, hits it! 30. Another possession out to Westbrook. The lob. George finishing at the other end.
You look at that.
Celtic. Off the rebound, it's kept alive. George for 3.
New Orleans had an 8-point lead in that first quarter and a save by Adams. George up ahead, throws it down.
Great play. Ties a season high with 38. Mitchell, George, double clutches as he nails the 15. The skill of guys like Paul George, Lillard, Westbrook, George falling away. Right up.
Just blocked that pass.
It's the same guy.
Paul George.
See, you need a timeout. It's
as Harden fumbles it, lost it. Good defense from Steven Adams. George drives and finishes.
Not fouled, that played well.
oh, George trying to slither down low. Triple team somehow skirts free with the reverse. How did he get free?
It just looked like he was playing a game of possum.
It's back up to 8. George against Tatum. Straightaway 3.
Whoa.
Here's the truck, and they make the call. George. Oh, my goodness.
George pulls up for three, buries it, 8th straight. Look, shot clock at 8. George gets Mitchell off the speed and ties the game with a
gotta phase it up.
What do you got to get back to in this fourth?
Jay McCollum's so dangerous on the offensive end. George, a series of moves.
Understanding that once he's on my shoulder, and I'm just going to move him out because of upper body strength.
On drive to the basket. George shoots over the top.
Oklahoma City with points off turnovers, which is their specialty. A 9-0 advantage. They can do it again right
From 2005 to 2016.
This is special.
George comes right back, fires away, and hits.
He is having his best year.
Yes.
No doubt about it. George able to knock down that triple.
Speaking of what having a good year.
Jeter averaging 28 per game. Portland swept the Thunder. In fact, as George,
The chance to tie for OKC. For the lead. Got it.
over the last 8 games, no small sample size there. The contest at the rim. George leaking out. Back up to a 5-point lead for the Magic. George, one-on-one.
Here in the first quarter. Kyrie taking on the defensive challenge. Paul George just that much better.
Jonathan Isaac got a hand on that one. But Paul George is there to lay it in. Now the lead is 7.
with the bucket.
Look at that Laker bench taking responsibility. George taking responsibility for the starters, but Laker bench
is on him. George, 50 move, finds the open man. It's Westbrook.
Together by a long shot is what's always on my mind. So,
Now Rockets responded to an OKC run with one of their own. George for 3. Paul George.
Well, has to save that pass. Setting up another George trade. And he...
George rising over Fournier. So with the basketball, under 2 minutes.
George launches. That's gone. As he rattles it home.
Bradley Beal with a hand in his face.
George. That's it. He's had some injury issues. As Paul George smokes the rim on another one. He's got 34 points.
Job in that third quarter.
George. Ferguson gives it up. Good ball movement. George for 3. Got it.